guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a book review on the Grishaverse Shadow and Bone Triology. Here it is. So I recently just read all three books and I basically just wanted to talk about them and share my opinions. So let's go into the video. Okay, so I'm going to show you my favourite book first, which is the first one. So I'm not really going to tell you what this book is about because I can't explain it. Like, I'm not very good at explaining books, but basically there's this character called Alina Starkov, and she is a cartographer, which is a map maker. She's actually an orphan, and she finds out from this person called the Darkling that she's actually a sun summoner, which is Grisha, and she can basically make light in her hands, and she's the only person who can do it. And she also has a best friend called Mal, who is a tracker, which means he can find animals and he can hunt really well. She's got a best friend called Mal who she likes a lot, but he doesn't, well, she doesn't know if he likes her back, but she thinks he doesn't because he's always looking at these other girls and girls looking at him and that kind of stuff. So basically the Darkling actually like tells her of her powers. He finds out, and there's kind of like a tension between them, and we think he's trying to help her, but actually by then we find out he's not the good guy. And he's the person who created the Shadowfold, which is this place with what are they called now? I forgot what they're called, but they're like these like bird kind of things that like kill you. And so if you go through the fold, so basically the fold is getting you from West Ravka to East Ravka, I think. And it's basically just for trade and stuff, so when it's blocked off it's not very good. So Alina, her job is to find the amplifier, which is this. It's like a deer kind of thing. I'm trying not to spoil it, but I will go into spoilers in a minute, so I'll tell you when that is. So she wants to find the amplifier so that she can be stronger and destroy the fold, but we find out that the Darkling actually is trying to stop her from doing that, and he wants her to like kind of make the fold bigger and that. So she gets the amplifier, but it's actually, so basically her and Mal escape the castle and find the amplifier, and when she's about to kill it, it's too late because the Darkling was already there, and then he killed the amplifier, which meant he had power over Alina. He could control her. It's actually like a collar thing. So basically if she was meant to kill the amplifier so she could have it, but because he killed it, he had it basically, but not in himself. She had it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I just love this. This is my favourite book because it really like sets the scene. You've got Genya, who is like a healer. She makes like Alina look prettier. And then you've got about the castle and Nadia and what was her name? I'm really sorry, I haven't read this book in a while, so I've kind of forgotten. But this book, yeah, it's really good. There weren't really, to be fair, because I've never read Lee Bardugo's books, there wasn't really any too big issues for me. This book was quite fast paced. I read it really fast. So then I moved on to Siege and Storm. So Siege and Storm is my last favourite book just because it was really slow paced and it kind of got a bit repetitive. This is where Nikolai is introduced. He's the prince. He's the son of the king and queen of Ravka, and he gets Alina on this boat, like, to save her. The thing is, I read like a little bit like that much, and then I didn't read it for ages, and then read it all in one go. So I don't really remember the first half, but they meet these characters called Talia and Tamar, and they are twins, and they want to help Alina and Mal too against the Darkling. But yeah, the only thing I didn't like about this book, it was quite slow paced, and they were on the ship for like half of the book. It wasn't really progressing that much, but then by the end there was this, oh, these are spoilers by the way, there was this like really big fight where the Darkling basically won. You've got Zoya in this book, you've got David, yeah, I was gonna say Dave, but it's David. He's with Genya kinda, and yeah, so they're basically trying to find the second amplifier for Alina, and it's like on a risk scales, and she actually kills this one, and they find it in the sea. It comes out, and then and then she stabs it basically and gets the power, and she feels more stronger, but in some times she can't really control it, and she's kind of just like, she likes the power, but she also feels like it's changing her a little bit. And we also get a bit more Mal and Alina. I think Mal and Alina are made for each other. That might seem a bit cringy, but I really do think they are. Again, this one, it was nice, but it's just a little bit boring. That's just my opinion though. You might find it really great, but that definitely wasn't my favourite book out of the three. So then you've got Ruin and Rising. This one was my second favourite. I actually read this in a day. So I read like the first half, and then like a month later read the rest in a day. And I'm a bit weird like that. So I only just recently read this, so I do know a bit more about it. So it starts off with them underground because basically Alina tried to defeat the Darkling by putting them together basically, because obviously the Darkling and her are connected. So she tried to like sacrifice herself to get rid of the Darkling, but somebody stops her. So the Darkling went again, and then Alina was taken underground with all these guards and stuff. She kept getting called Sancta Alina, which means Saint Alina. People think she's a saint because she can do all this cool stuff. But this book was really good. Like it was really good. So yeah, so they were underground for quite a bit of it. And basically Alina was like, nah, bad enough, we're going back to the top. So she does, and then they're basically just trying to find their way out really. You've got Nikolai in this book, but he, towards like the end kinda, he's taken in by the Darkling. He's turned into one of them creatures that are in the fold. I forgot what they're called. Right, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know what it's called. But yeah, he gets turned into one of those, which is really horrible because obviously he's like turned into this monster, but he's still Nikolai underneath, and then he's actually helping Alina because he comes over to where they're like camping and stuff, and he talks to Alina. But he can't really control it because obviously it's been turned into a monster. And then by the end, we find out, so we find this bird, this is what we're looking for, and they think it's the amplifier, and then they realise that it's not the amplifier, Mal is the amplifier, which means Alina will have to kill Mal to get all the amplifiers. Which obviously Alina does not want to do. She's like, no, we're not doing that. So Mal says, if we don't win this fight, you need to kill me. And she's like, okay, I promise. So they go into the fight with Talia, Tamar, they're still in it as well. And you've got Nadia and her little brother. Does he die? I don't know. There's quite a few characters in this. but they're like going on a mission again to defeat the Darkling, and then Alina, she has to kill Mal, so she stabs him in the heart, I'm pretty sure, and then she obviously has all the power, and then she kills the Darkling, and then Mal comes back to life and she loses all her power. So I didn't really understand it. It was because I read it so fast. It was really like it's all happening at the same time. So yeah, so all the power of the Sun Summoner from Alina, because it was so powerful, it went in everybody else. So even people that weren't Grisha, and that's what King of Scars and Ruler of Wars is about. Their stories and stuff. But yeah, and then you've got the ending, which shows you Mal and Alina not having any powers because Mal, he's not a tracker anymore. That power gets taken away from him. But obviously the Darkling's gone, it's a lot happier. And you've got Nikolai is back to normal. You've got Genya, who's been allowed to not get the criminal offence thing, because basically the king wanted to like charge Genya for something. I can't really remember. This is probably not the best book review, to be honest. I did read this like a week ago and I've not got that good of a memory. But yeah. So what else happens? Yeah, David and Genya, they're together. You've got Mal and Alina who can't be together because basically Mal is stopping Alina from becoming powerful. So they decide that they can't be together anymore. And then you've got Nikolai, who proposes to Alina. He's like, you should marry me, we should be the king and queen of Ravka together. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, but I've got to do this by myself. But she says that she might actually she'll see what happens in the future, basically. So in King of Scars they could be together, I'm not sure, because obviously I didn't tell you, but basically the king and the queen got sent off. Nikolai sent them off to an island or whatever, and now Nikolai, he's king, which means he has control of Ravka. That's what King of Scars is about. And we've also got Zoya, who wants to marry Nikolai. He's like, Alina, why won't you marry him? Like, please marry him. So maybe, you never know. So yeah, these are the books. I'm really sorry if that was a bad review. I have no clue how to. This is my first book review. So yeah, I definitely recommend these books. By the third one also, her writing was like really good. It just really flowed. That's how I got through it in like a day, because this one I got through gradually, like a few pages every day. But it was kind of like amateur kind of writing, because at the minute I'm reading Crooked Kingdom. I've read 6 of Crows, and the writing in that was so good. I finished the book in about 3 days. Now I'm on to Crooked Kingdom and I'll do a review of that, and then I'll move on to King of Scars, Ruler of Wars, and we'll do a review on that, and we'll basically be doing reviews on all the books I've read. And so that is the entire Grishaverse, and then I'm going to be watching the show Shadow and Bone, which is really exciting. I started watching it while I was reading this book, but then I found out the Crows were in it, and I hadn't read the 6 of Crows or even bought the 6 of Crows, so I just waited to read those. But yeah, these books are so nice. I also love the covers of them, like they're really like cool. I think my favourite cover is probably Ruin and Mercy. I just like the red, I just love it. So yeah, I did love the ending actually. I thought it was really good way to just like finish it, but also get ready for a new generation, which is Six of Crows. So yeah, if you want any more information, I can you can just comment and I'll reply. But yeah, this is my book review. I really did enjoy the books. I give this one 4.5 stars. I can't give it 5 because I can't give it 5. This one I'd give 4, and this one I'd give 4.3. Just because it wasn't as good as the first one. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Again, if you have any more questions, just comment them below and I'll answer them. And yeah, if you want me to do any more reviews, I can you can comment some books recommendations, because I've got books, but I feel like I'm gonna get through them really quick and then I'm gonna have none left. So yeah, make sure to do that. So thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.